All right, let's just dive right in. In this explainer, we're tackling a process that is absolutely critical for Tennessee families, and that's reporting income changes to SNAP. Imagine you finally get that well-deserved raise at work, or maybe out of nowhere, your employer suddenly cuts your hours. While you're busy adjusting to your new budget, there's actually a ticking clock in the background. Mastering this reporting process isn't just about avoiding red tape, it's about protecting your family's food security. To really put the urgency of this into perspective, check out this number. Between July 2025 and May 2026, Tennessee saw a drop of roughly 100,000 participants in the SNAP program. That is a massive drop in less than a year. Demographic shifts, federal funding changes, and administrative hurdles are creating a much tighter landscape for keeping your benefits.
So, this staggering drop begs a very real question. If you get a raise or lose some hours, could a totally simple admin mistake actually jeopardize your food security? Well, yeah, absolutely. Failing to report an income change accurately and on time can lead to a sudden halt in your benefits, or even worse, require you to pay money back.
But don't worry, we are going to demystify the whole shebang today. We'll quickly run through the stakes of SNAP, what actually counts as a change, when to report, a step-by-step guide, the consequences of missing the boat, and finally, a quick summary to keep you on track.
Okay, part 1. The stakes of SNAP and protecting your family's food security. Let's start by understanding the potential consequences, because that highlights exactly why getting this right matters so much.
Now, this is super interesting. An innocent reporting mistake, like just forgetting to mention a minor shift in your hours, isn't automatically labeled as fraud. For that, the state would have to prove an intentional program violation, or IPV. But, and this is a big but, even if it's an honest mistake, it can still trigger a massive headache, disrupt your benefits, and leave you in debt.
Moving right along to Section 2. What counts as a change? Let's decode Tennessee's dual-track system. Because honestly, knowing which track you are on is half the battle. So most of you are going to fall under what's called simplified reporting. It's basically designed to give you a break from the paperwork. Under this system, the state kind of just ignores minor month-to-month income fluctuations between your scheduled recertifications. That way, you aren't constantly submitting forms for every little $5 change in your paycheck.
Looking at these two tracks side by side, it's literally night and day. Say you pick up an extra shift, and your monthly income goes up by $30. If you're on change reporting, you have to report it because it's over that $25 mark. But if you are on simplified reporting, you only pull the trigger and report if your total gross income blows past the state's absolute maximum limit for your family size. Section 3. When to report changes and hitting your state deadlines. Once you know what to report, the next hurdle is knowing exactly when the clock runs out.
Please do not get tripped up here. Simplified reporters, you have until the 10th of the next calendar month after the change happens. But change reporters, wow, you have a super strict 10-day window from the exact minute you find out about the change. Miss this window, and you risk completely falling out of compliance.
All right, Section 4, a step-by-step reporting guide to navigating the system accurately. You know your track, you know your deadline. Let's walk through exactly how to submit your update to the Department of Human Services without a hitch.
Just keep it super simple and follow these 4 steps. Identify your status, check your triggers, submit the report, and whatever you do, please do not skip step 4. Gathering and uploading verification is where so many people get stuck. Submitting a claim that your income dropped without the proof to back it up will totally stall your entire case.
So how do you actually submit this? Well, you've got options. Securely uploading documents on the 1DHS customer portal online is your fastest route, for sure. But hey, if you don't want to do it online, no worries. You can always drop off paperwork in person, fax it, or just call it in over the state hotline.
Actually, a quick heads up about mailing stuff, because lost documents are a huge issue. If you're going old school with paper forms, remember that local county offices do not process mailed forms anymore. You absolutely have to send your change report form directly to the centralized processing center in Cookeville. Sending it to the wrong office is a guaranteed way to delay your case.
And when it comes to providing that crucial verification we talked about, clear photocopies are your best friend. We're talking 30 days of consecutive pay stubs or an official signed letter from your boss. And listen to me on this one. Never, ever mail your original copies. Seriously, they are not coming back to you. Just snap a clear photo on your phone and upload it directly to the portal.
Section 5. Consequences of non-compliance, or basically, what happens if you miss it. It's imperative we talk about what happens if life gets crazy, paperwork gets lost, and you just forget to report an income bump.
Look, real-life examples of this can be devastating. If you get a new job and you keep getting SNAP benefits you weren't actually entitled to, the state will establish an overpayment claim. They literally recoup that money by slashing your future food budget. Imagine relying on a specific amount for groceries, only to find it cut by a third because of a reporting error from 3 months ago. That's why accuracy is your absolute best defense.
Finally, Section 6, Summary and Final Guidance for Staying Proactive and Compliant. Let's wrap up this explainer by cementing everything you need to take away right now. Honestly, go ahead and grab a screenshot of this slide. Know your track, nail your specific deadline, use the online portal if you can, and always provide proof. Oh, and here's a huge pro tip. Remember to report income drops or reduced hours too, because that could actually qualify you for an increase in benefits when you need the help most.
Now, as always, we are here to empower you with knowledge in this explainer. But please keep our disclaimer in mind. This information aims to educate and guide you, but it doesn't replace official advice. SNAP policies can shift, and every single household is different, so always loop in your caseworker or local TDHS office for guidance specific to your family's unique situation.
So I'm going to leave you with a real question to think about right now. Are you 100% certain which reporting track your SNAP case falls under today? Go check your paperwork, get comfy with that one DHS portal, and make sure you're fully prepared for whenever your next income change arrives. Thanks for hanging out with me for this explainer, and stay proactive.